Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It is Rachel here. I've been seeing a lot of those like 1 hour get ready with me glams, whatever they are, floating around. So I wanted to do one of those because I'm gonna get ready anyway. So if you're interested to see what I look like by the end of this video, then just keep on watching. So I really wanted to do something similar to Katie Artistry's look she did, I don't know, a while back. It was with the Huda Beauty, like, I don't know, the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions palette. I think it is gorgeous, and I really want to recreate this look. Thank you for not being in focus, camera. Thank you so much. I love that. Okay. So I zoomed you on in a little bit, so I look naked now, but it's fine. We'll zoom out for the face. I didn't feel like doing like a full-on eye tutorial because I'm really just getting ready on camera. I'm not like teaching anybody anything. Like, I'll probably still say it because it's just ingrained in my brain for that. But I already have soap in my brows, and then I'm going to prime my eyelids with the ABH Eye Primer. It is a new Holy Grail eye primer. I wish they had it in some more shades, but I'm fine with the lightest shade for me anyway. But I would prefer a more tan shade. So I'm just going to take the primer on the back of my hand and pat it all over my eyelids, and then probably go over it with like a beauty blender. The only thing about this primer that bothers me is the faulty packaging, because it kind of just spews out, but as long as I use it, I don't really care. Her look is going to be much cleaner than mine because I am really bad at those like winged out type shapes. I'm very messy with my shadow blending, which is why I prefer just like a messy look. But we'll see what we can do. First, I'm going to go in with this little purpley pinky color right here and put it in like the inner half of my eye, maybe. On a Luxie 121 mini tapered brush. We got this in a BoxyCharm. So I'm first gonna stamp it, and then I'll blend it. And then buff it out with a clean brush. Hers looks like it's a little bit more diffused. Then I'm going to buff that out on a Morphe M573 brush. And then I'm going to take this like darker blue teal shade on a JH40 brush. What is that? It's off now. There's a little chunk of a ball of something on my brush. I'll definitely clean this up with a makeup wipe though to get that sharp edge, because I just don't have the talent for a sharp edge. And then on the same Morphe M573, I'm going to buff that color out as well and kind of go from there on where I need to like re-put on the purpley pink or the blue and all of that. I'm going to like add on some more of that purple pinky color and just like tap in between the edges to diffuse that, and then I will pack on, I may pack on a little bit more blue, but right now I'm just gonna you know, tap in between the two colors with the pink. You know, I'm pretty happy with that. This eye's a little bit wonky, but what's new? This is always my wonky eye, so like it's fine. I use these little Marshall's wipes that I literally never use for makeup remover because I feel that they may be dangerous, but I'm going to use them to clean up the edges of this look. I normally just use them for like spot cleaning brushes because they were really cheap, but Vic and I are kind of trying to stay away from makeup wipes, so we're just using what we have, just so we're using more like reusable things. And then I'm going to zoom you out after I like wet a sponge because I think I'll need one. I want to try using a brush, but I'm kind of a sponge gal, so we'll see. But I'm going to go zoom you out and wet a sponge and do the base before we finish up the eyes. Okay, so I have a sufficiently wet sponge. I decided I am just going to use a sponge because I want to use the Cover FX Dewy Skin Primer. I find this is so dewy that brushes make streaks in it. I do find that for a lot of things actually, because brushes for foundation is something I really struggle with. But yeah, I'm going to use this and take a generous amount and grease up my face. When I use this primer, I don't always use a facial oil underneath just because it is so dewy. But it just kind of depends on the day because I don't mind being greasy. But just keep that in mind if you have like combo skin. And then I am going to take just a touch of my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I don't really know if it does anything, but I just like to use it a little bit because I bought it. And I hoped it would be a dupe for Natasha. It's not. It's just a primer that I don't really see a difference with, but I use it anyway just in case it does fill pores and smile lines and all that. And for foundation today, I'm going to take a little concoction. I'm going to use my Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I may need 2 pumps this, but I'm going to start out with 1 just to see what we have, and then we'll go from there. This is in the shade Golden Beige. So I'm going to take 1 pump on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to do 1.5 pumps. 1.5 pumps. And then I'm going to take 1 pump of my Vichy Mineral 89 serum to sheer it out. And then I'm going to take half a pump of my Marc Jacobs Dewdrops in the shade Do You. Should create a nice, dewy, glowy, sheer coverage, or medium coverage maybe, foundation. So I'm just going to paint that on. And I'm curious, have any of you tried out the Milk Makeup Skin Tint? Zoe on Twitter, she's an angel. I will put her handle up here so you can follow her. On Twitter and Instagram, she's absolutely gorgeous. And she did this look with the Milk Makeup Skin Tint, and I nearly fainted at the way her skin looked. I've never seen anybody look so gorgeous and dewy and lovely. So you really need to follow her because she's beautiful and she's hilarious. She's got this meme pile. I don't know how in the world she gets all these memes, but she finds the best ones. But she did this look and had the Milk Makeup Skin Tint on, and it was just so gorgeous. I didn't even know how to feel. So pretty. You know, I feel like that was the perfect ratio. Hey. And then I'm going to go in with my Smashbox Studio Skin Concealer in the shade Light. I have shown you guys this one in a couple videos now, but just so you know, it oxidizes like a turd. So I normally paint that on. It's a very dewy concealer. It says it's a 24-hour concealer. I don't really know how in the world you could make like a dewy light coverage, well, medium coverage concealer 24-hour wear, but maybe I'm crazy, but I love this concealer and I will probably repurchase it because it is one of my all-time fave concealers. Next to the Huda Beauty one, excuse me. Next to the Huda Beauty one, surprisingly, I love that concealer and it's full coverage, but it's not matte. And this pretty much oxidizes to the color of my foundation, which is nice because I don't really like a highlighted under eye anymore. I feel like it emphasizes my eye bag, so I try to stay away from it. And for cream bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Match Stick in the shade Mocha. I apply a lot to the cheekbone and then a little bit to like the forehead, but I like to use more cream bronzer than powder bronzer, so. I just throw some on the sides of my nose to just warm it up. I don't really contour my nose because I don't really care the way my nose looks. I don't really have any tissues with the way it looks, you know? Ooh, my skin be looking good today. Whew. I'm just gonna take a, oh, I think the lights went down. Turn the lights down. Okay, sorry. I think the lights went down, so I'm sorry if I'm extra orange now, but that's fine. I'm gonna go in with my Gerlain Terracota bronzer on a fluffy brush and just set the cream bronzer and make it a little more bronze because lately I've been bronzing less, which is like a crime. I used to believe there was never such a thing as too much bronzer. Now I kind of believe there is, but I still like a lot of bronzer. I just kind of throw it into my hair so I don't have like a line of demarcation. Okay, and then I'm going to highlight. I am going to use my Natasha Denona Bloom palette and the highlight shade. I am also going to use my blush. My blush is going to be this shade, just because I really want like a nice peachy blush, but I like to highlight first, especially with one as intense as this one. I'm more of a relaxed highlight kind of gal now, but today I kind of want to like beam, you know? I don't just want to be glossy, I want to beam. So, oh no. And then I'm gonna blush. This is a very shimmery blush, so if you don't like shimmery blushes, I suggest not using this one. But I love it. It just makes you glow, and it makes you glow hard, which is, you know, all I really care about in this life. I don't even know if you can see that on camera, but it is excessively shiny, which is what I love. I'm just gonna take that like right here. Really quickly, I'm gonna take my Colourpop No Filter Translucent Powder and powder my under eyes just a touch, because we are getting to the greasy months, as you know, and I may have dry skin, but that does not mean that I do not sweat like a pig. So I've been powdering just a touch, but I like to do it after everything is kind of dried down a little bit. And I like The only thing I really do like about powdering is it oxidizes my under eyes, which sounds like, ew, why would you want that? But it's because I hate the look of a highlighted under eye. So it's kind of nice when it just doesn't highlight. So I just take that like around the sides of my mouth and around the sides of my nose, and I will touch it lightly on my forehead. I am taking like literally the tiniest amount, like the remnants in the cap. There's almost no powder on this brush, and that's what I want. I just want the smallest amount of powder, and then I do bring it right onto the apples of my cheeks, and it just kind of turns down the glow on the cheeks just a touch. I really like a glow, but obviously like more texture and more greasy looking, so I just took it down like a teens. Alright, let's zoom me back in, finish the eyes. And I'm going to take this little stained Sonia Kashuk brush, and I'm going to take the yellow shade in the palette in the inner corner, because that is what Miss Katie Artistry did. I am going to go into like a highlighter palette or something for like a white. She added like a white shimmer on the brow bone and the inner corner on top of the yellow. So I'm just going to kind of stamp that in there. This isn't my favorite yellow, but it's not my least favorite yellow. It's just not as bright of a yellow as I typically go for. The lower lash line, I'm going to take this nice like corally orangey shade. It kind of turns hot pink on me, but we'll see. I think this is like a stunning shade. I love this shade, but it's not as corally. Well, it looks pretty corally on me today. Sometimes it turns hot pink. It just depends on what I'm doing for the look, I feel. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in with my BH Spotlight 6 color highlight palette and the brightest white shade, which is Ethereal right here. And I'm going to pop that into the inner corner and the brow bone. And then I'm gonna do my brows. I am lazy today, and the last thing I want to do is my eyebrows. So what I'm going to do is take my ABH Dipbrow gel. This is in the shade Soft Brown. And I'm just gonna brush that through my brows. I already have soap in my brows, which makes the hair stay up even better. And when you add soap and then a brow gel, it kind of just, like a tinted brow gel, it kind of just makes your brows look naturally thick. I don't know, I really like the way it looks. So I'm just kind of wiping off the excess from the ABH brow gel brush, because I think that this is a phenomenal product, but at the front of my brows, it can get way too, like, almost chunky. I don't know, for my liking. So I just very, very lightly go over this. Hold on. But really quickly, I'm just gonna brush through with a crusty soap spoolie, but this one doesn't have any current soap on it, so it's dry. Alright, perfect, we're ready to go. And I have to be careful with this because I am a messy brow gel applier. I always have brow gel specks everywhere. It's so irritating. So you see how that just kind of made me look like I filled in my brows, like they just look kind of put together? That's what I mean. That's what I like about this stuff. Okay. Really quickly, I'm going to add some mascara and some lashes. I'm going to find some and then let you know what they are, because I don't really know what I want to do. If I want to do something big and bold like I normally do, or if I want to do some more soft lashes like she has in the picture. So I will be right back. Okay, so I zoomed you guys back out. I did throw on some very large lashes. These are the Angel Wings Cosmetics lashes in the style Luna. They do not sell these separate from their big pack of lashes, and Vic and I DM'd them on Instagram and we're like, hey, we're gonna need you to sell these separately so we don't have to buy this giant thing for these lashes, because they have been our obsession. The 25mm lashes have been our obsession lately, which is just so irritating, but I love them so much. Like, I'm like flying away right now. But for lips, as always, I'm going to do something easy because I hate lipstick. So I'm just going to throw on this Milani plumping gloss in Prismatic Peach. This is my favorite gloss ever. I'm so happy with it. It's just so easy to throw on, and it looks good with everything. It's just a lightly tinted gloss. And there you have it. That is the completed look. I'll do my hair, just not yet. It's still kind of wet. I blow dried it just for a couple minutes so it would dry faster. But I can't be bothered to like do my hair so it looks good on camera kind of thing, because like I never do my hair. I do my hair, a bug. I do my hair very rarely because I just don't think it's necessary to do my hair, because it's just hair, okay? But if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel, and comment down below if you like this look. Do you think the lashes are too much? And also go ahead and follow Katie Artistry, who this look was inspired by, because she is just phenomenal. One of my favorite like Instagram artists, because she just knows how to use color so well. I don't even know how to explain it. She can just put everything together and it just always looks good, and I love it so much. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!